Hi everybody. Hi everybody, Erin here, and this is Waiting Moose, where I'm going to talk about books again, hopefully. It's been a while. It's been like a month, and I know I promised to do some bookish things, and I never really did get around to it. So I'm back with a book haul today, and this is my book outlet's Boxing Day sale book haul, which I may have gone a little nuts, as we do, right? Sometimes we just do these things. So these are both mine and my husband's, because instead of just me buying books, I thought I'd share the pain. So I'll start out with the books that are for me, and then we'll finish off with the ones that are for him. First up, I have The Union Street Bakery by Mary Ellen Taylor. This really is, it looks like it's a cozy mystery. The typical woman's life falls apart in the city, and she ends up living in the attic above her family's store, which is the Union Street Bakery. So that sounded perfect for me. To be honest, that's my kind of book. Next I got Carl, I think it's Hiaasen, Tourist Season. I think I've read him before, but I'm not sure. But hey, it's a bright orange cover with an alligator on it, and about Florida. So I think that's going to be a nice, fun read. I got In the Woods by Tana French. If you are, if you watch BookTube and you don't know what this is about, I would be very surprised. I think it's done its rounds of BookTube, but this is the Dublin Murder Squad, the first in that series of books by Tana French. Murder at Barclay Meadow by Wendy Sand Eckel. So this one is another, I don't think this one's as much of a delightful cozy debut featuring an enduring heroine building a new life in a small town on the eastern shore of Maryland. Perfect for fans of Jessica Beck and Carolyn Hart, which I am. So that got added to the cart. I'd never heard of it before, but hey, what better time than when it's on sale? I have not read The Yard by Alex Grecian, but I did pick up The Black Country, which is the second book in the Yard series. I believe it's the second. I've heard really good things about this. Actually, I think somebody commented on one of my videos not that long ago about how much they like this series, asking, when I did a video about series, asking if I'd read it. So I'm going to. It's now moved up the list a little bit. And then as part of my little serial killers Goodreads group, we picked Romancing the Duke by Tessa Dare as one of our January reads, which is the first book in the Castles Ever After series. And that just reminded me that I really do enjoy a good historical romp. And so I am a huge fan of Sarah MacLean. I picked up The Rogue Not Taken and A Scot in the Dark. Because I do love Sarah MacLean's writing, and I really need to get back to reading. So this is books 1 and 2 in the Scandal and Scoundrel books. So those are, I'm looking forward to those. Another series I'll be starting this year, because, you can never have too many series started, right? Speaking of which, Murder at Honeychurch Hall by Hannah Dennison. And this is another first in series of a cozy mystery series, and this one's about a dream antique business. This woman's starting her dream antique business. Yeah. A book I've read. This doesn't happen often in my book hauls, but I do love this Carolyn Haynes series. This one's Bone to be Wild. It is set in, I want to say Tennessee, but no, it's Mississippi. It's set in Mississippi, and it's about Sarah Booth Delaney and her wacky group of friends and her dog, who's there wearing a hat and sunglasses. Fantastic series. Absolutely love this. It's just, I love it. So I was so happy to pick up a couple of them to put on my shelves. This is the second one, I think, I've added to my red shelves. I got them the first time at the library. Next up is a classic example of not proofreading. I got 2 copies of William Kent Kruger's Iron Lake. Apparently I added it twice and didn't notice. So yeah, I really, really, really want to start this series. I don't. Well, I do, but so this is the Corcoran Cork O'Connor series. And there's a number of books in this already. I just am getting around to it now. So I've got an extra book if anyone's interested in a little Iron Lake. I might donate it to the library and see if they want it. And if not them, then one of the charity shops around here will be happy to have it. Then I picked up A Fishbowl by Bradley Sommer. And this is, the description on this one got me. A goldfish named Ian is falling from the 27th floor balcony on which his fishbowl sits. He's longed for adventure, so when the opportunity arises, he escapes his fishbowl and finds himself airborne. Plummeting toward the street below, Ian witnesses the lives of the Seville on Roxy's residents. So that kind of, it sounds like a really interesting perspective for a book. I'm hoping it's good. In the series I'm actually trying to finish category, I've got David Rosenfeld's Who Let the Dog Out. I'm currently listening to the 13th book in this series on audiobook, which is Hounded, and this is the next book after that. I think this is the 14th. So there's 17 in the series. So I'm getting really close to catching up on this one, and I love this series. I really do. And I mean, who can resist those awesome covers? Yeah, we ordered a lot of books on the Boxing Day sale. Next up, another series that I am close to finishing. This is The Woman Who Died a Lot by Jasper Fforde. It's part of his Thursday Next series. And it's actually the next book in that series for me. So, woohoo! Another one that's next in the series is Find Her by Lisa Gardner. This is the Detective D.D. Warren series, and I only have a few left in this series. I don't remember how many there are. Oh yeah, that doesn't tell me anything. I think there's like one or two more after this one. And then finally, another first in series. Donna Leon is a fairly popular writer. She's written actually a lot of books in this series. So this is Death at Le Fenice, which is a Commissario Guido Brunetti mystery. I see her books all the time, at my library, on Overdrive, on Book Outlet, and I finally got a chance to grab one of the first in her series. So, well, this is the first in the series. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting to that. I'm finally going to catch up to some of these. Start reading some of these giant series, because that's what I need to do. Add more giant series to my reading list. Now we get to my husband's purchases. The first one is really for both of us because I'm a huge Neil Gaiman fan, and this is Mr. Hero, The Pneumatic Man by Neil Gaiman, and with the art, what is the art? Well, it's based on a concept created by Neil Gaiman. James Vance is the writer, and Ted Slampiak is the penciler. And then there's a whole bunch of inkers. So that's one that I'm looking forward to. And then he picked up this series of books, and it's Liked and Neil. There's 3 of them. I don't know if there's more in the series, but this is the Ever-Expanding Universe series. Oh, sorry, by Martin Liked and Isla Neal. We have Mothership, A Stranger Thing, The World Forgot. Now, just to read off the back cover of the first one, if Elvie Nara could do it over again, she probably would not have enrolled at the Hanover School for Expecting Teen Mothers. For her junior year of high school, orbiting Earth in a decommissioned space cruiser loses some of its charm when there's a baby practicing karate on your bladder. So basically this is science fiction around a teen mother. So that's going to be interesting. Unusual concept. He also picked up The Forever Watch by David Ramirez, which is another science fiction. By the way, he's a huge science fiction guy. So these are his kind of, like, these are his books. Yeah. As a city planning administrator, this one I might read. On the NOAA, Hannah Dempsey is a gifted psychic, economist, hacker, and bureaucrat and is considered mission critical. She's non-replaceable, important, essential, but after serving her mandatory breeding duty, the impregnation and birthing that all women are obligated to undergo, her life loses purpose as she privately mourns the child she will never be permitted to know. So there you go. That's... And then he picked up the year's best science fiction. I don't know what year this is. It's the 28th annual collection. So, yeah. There's that, a bunch of short stories, science fiction short stories. And then he picked up a trilogy, a giant trilogy. This is Kevin J. Anderson, and the trilogy is The Saga of Shadows. So it starts with The Dark Between the Stars, and then Blood of the Cosmos is book 2. And then book 3 is another hefty little chunk of work here, is Eternity's Mind. And that's The Saga of Shadows. It's a Hugo-nominated series, and I believe it's just a trilogy. So these 3 books are it, but that's probably 3 years of reading for him, because he doesn't have a lot of time to read most of the time. He's got a lot of other things he does. So that's our book haul, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into some of these books and finally starting some of these series. So let me know if you've read any of them, if you're interested in what I think of any of them when I finally get to them. Yeah, talk to you guys later. Bye.